All right, guys, you're here because you got some stripped holes that has no more threads. This is my triple tree on my soft tail. Don't ask me how the hell that happened. I believe what happened is the bolts that we use was probably the wrong size and it fit, but it didn't fit. You understand? So it got stripped out. So I'm gonna show you really fast how to take your strip holes that has no more threading and how you can thread it on your own by using the kit. And I'm gonna show you the kit that I got. So the kit that I purchased, I'll show you just the cover. I went to O'Reilly's and I bought this 40 tap die set, and it's like about 35 bucks, and it comes with a whole bunch of stuff. But that's the kit. And you have the selector for the drills, and I also went ahead and purchased some metal-based drill bits. And this kit has all of the numbers of the bits. Like in this case, I'm using a 5/16 bit. I bought the standard size. And also, what's very important to know, you could use WD-40 for this, but I'm using this called Tap Magic. It's a cutting fluid that you definitely want to utilize for whenever you're making these holes with the tap, all right? Now, the kit, you can also do the same thing for bolts. That's why it comes with the dies and the tap. This is the tap. And I'm gonna show you how I do it. Now this, like I said, has absolutely zero threading. If I take the screw that should go in here, look what happens. See? So we're gonna fix that, and you take the fluid and just saturate it. Now this is not a very deep hole, and I'm gonna take my time, get into a straight line, and I'm gonna start working my way in. When you start to feel it bite, then from that bite, you're gonna kind of work it back about a quarter of a turn, and that way you're gonna work it back in. You're gonna do more turns in than more turns out. So now I'm starting to feel a bite. I'm just gonna come back a little bit and then work my way back in again. Now this is actually cutting through that metal, and that's why it's important that you just take your time going through here. And every few turns or so, work your way back and then go back again and forward. This is gonna protect it from binding up. The WD-40, you can use it, but the WD-40 does not stay as lubricated for a longer time, whereas the tap fluid, the cutting fluid, actually does. It stays lubricated much longer, where the WD-40 will dry out more. All right, so I'm taking this out. I'm not speeding it out. Taking my time. And there we go. It has the thread. So what I do, I use my little ear attachment on my compressor and just blow it out. And I'll also do the same thing on the tool. Blow off any little debris. And then we'll go to the next one and do the same exact thing that we just did on that side. Now, I'm not sure if you're able to see it. Let me get it a little closer so you can see. Let me see if I could bring it in, if it will focus. See it? So there's a huge difference in that versus that. You see that? All right, so here we go again. I'm gonna do it again. As I'm doing this, let me know what steps I'm gonna take first. As I'm doing the video, what's the first step that I'm gonna take? I wanna see if you're capturing the proper procedures, the proper protocol. If you said, all right, first step is to drill out the opening, perfect. The next step is to what? To put the oil in, perfect. And this comes with a little angle, and I just lock it in. It's just worth the investment. Get that tap lubrication, the cutting fluid, and just lubricate the hell out of this. Now, being that I'm keeping this on the bike, you're gonna have a whole lot of drippage coming out, but that's all right. Then the next thing, take my attachment and start taking my time. I'm doing some pressure so I can start pushing it in to that metal. And remember the keys, once you find that grab, you're gonna see the sheathing starting to come out. Turn it back a little bit and then work your way back in. Make sure you're not binding it. Make sure you're not bending it. You know, you're taking your time and working your way through. Back it out again and work it through. And then I'm gonna work it back out. That's it. So what's gonna be my next step, if you've been paying attention? If you said I'm gonna use the blower to blow out the excess sheet metal, you're correct. So one of the things to be ready for is anytime you do these reboots, like the rethreading, chances are your bolts are going to be a little higher in size. So you have to prep everything. So for example, I have to drill out this into a 5/8 opening, a 3/8 opening. Another thing that I learned too, I'm gonna get the case. So in case you get stumbled up on what size bolts you're gonna need. So for example, I'm using the 3/8 16 NC, which is just national course. To 3/8-16 NC, that's the size bolt you're gonna need. All right, so it gives you a lot of insight. So just to solve that little problem for you ahead of time. So what I'm doing, I'm using the 5/16 drill bit, taking my time, and I'm gonna drill this opening up. All right, so there you have it. Now you know how to rethread your bolts. If your bolts get stripped out, don't panic, don't go crazy. I remember years ago I used to panic before I started learning some of these basic stuff. Now keep in mind, I never used this tool before. This is my first time using this tool, but it's all buttoned up nice. It came out really good. As a matter of fact, I was able to reuse a piece, not a piece, one of the tools to clean out the threading in the risers, because it was kind of, I don't know, it was doing some weird stuff. So what I did, I used that grease, that cutting oil, and cleaned it out with the same threading, so it's not changing the size. And I was able to get that in nice and smooth. So it's all buttoned up, and that's it. Now I'm gonna go and put my stator on, because I'm changing out the charging system in this bike as well. All right, so leave a comment. Let me know if you found this helpful or not. All these little details is just sharing things, showing you guys some of the basic ways. So if you are wrenching your own bike, then you know how to get it done, baby. All right, so I'll see y'all soon. Don't worry, let's get these miles, let's get this money, and let's get this muscle. Leave your comments, like, comment, and share. Once again, leave your comments. I'm gonna say it again. Like, comment, and share. All right, I'm out.